Hello friends, welcome to Out with Jane. Thank you for joining me today. Today I thought I'll show you 10 common items that you will find in a typical Vietnamese household. Stay tuned to the end and I'll reveal the 11th bonus item for you. The first item we have, every single Vietnamese household would have one. We cannot live without it. It is, drum roll please, the rice cooker. Mine is a Tiger rice cooker. This rice cooker actually has come with me all the way from Australia. I purchased this rice cooker at least 8 years ago and it's still going really strong. I could not leave it behind and I didn't want to buy a new rice cooker. I just wanted my trusty old Tiger rice cooker. So I would eat rice at least once a day. Even if it's not a full-on meal, I would still have a little bit of rice just with something, usually maybe like a fried egg. I would cook rice maybe once every second day. Rice is so simple to cook in a rice cooker. You don't need to do anything other than to wash the rice, put it in the rice cooker, close the lid, and then for this rice cooker, it's very simple. It's just got two functions. Cook and keep warm. It comes with this handle that everyone has. The handle has like round ridges and it's just really good to scoop the rice with this. So the number one thing everyone has in their household as a Vietnamese person is a rice cooker. You cannot call yourself Vietnamese if you don't have a rice cooker. The second item I want to show you is a food item and it goes with the rice cooker. I'm sure you could guess. It's a bag of rice, specifically a 20-kilo bag of rice. Even though it's only myself and my two small children that eat most of the rice, my husband doesn't even like rice. We actually buy a 20-kilo bag. One, not only because it's more economical, but two, it just saves me from going to the shops all the time buying like small bags of rice because I eat rice fairly quickly. So I always buy the 20-kilo bags of rice. This is my 20-kilo bag of rice that I actually just purchased today because my other one has run out. Always the jasmine rice, and this particular brand is the Lionhead brand. It's very popular. So a 20-kilo bag of rice is essential in a Vietnamese household. Now we're getting to item number 3. This broom. Every Vietnamese household has this broom. This is made out of, in Vietnamese it's called bông cỏ, which is like a grass. And the best thing about this broom, because it's so flexible, you could literally get into any and every crevice in your house. I hate the normal broom where it's like the long stick and it's very like rectangular. And if you wanted to clean like around a curved surface, it's very hard because obviously the broom is straight, whereas this one you can just maneuver it into any crevice you want and it picks up all the stuff that you need. It's fantastic. I love my broomstick. The only problem I would say with this broom is when you buy it new, because it's made out of a grass, there's tiny little like grass seeds in there or something, and it just molts everywhere. So the first couple of times that you use it, you have to really bash it against some wall. The little grass from the sticks, they just fly away, and then you can start using it properly. Otherwise, if you started using it immediately out of its packaging, you'll get tiny little bits of seeds and grass everywhere. So that would be my only problem with this broom. But otherwise, I love it and it lasts for a really long time, months and months easily, depending on how often you use it. Oh, and you could probably also use it for Halloween if you wanted to be a witch. Item number 4, chopsticks and little bowls. I've got the traditional chopsticks, which are made out of bamboo or some kind of wood. And I used to always use these chopsticks, and I still do. However, now I've discovered metal chopsticks. And the metal chopsticks are great as well. It is probably more hygienic. I probably still prefer to use my wooden chopsticks, especially for cooking. If I could only have one pair of chopsticks, I would probably choose my bamboo chopsticks. And you just hold it like this. Clip, 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 clip. The metal chopsticks, they can be a little bit slippery sometimes. And a little bowl like this. These little bowls you would fill with rice and then you would share the main dishes with your family. My husband prefers to eat on his own plate only, but I still like to share my food with Mila and Sophie. Item number 5 are these. They look so scary on camera, but I promise they're not. Cleavers. Vietnamese people love using cleavers. We use cleavers for not only chopping meat, which is probably the most common thing people would use them for, but we use them for like mincing things, cutting vegetables. The item that we chop them with don't even have to be particularly hard. They don't even have to be meat products or fish or poultry. They could just literally be vegetables, and we could still use a cleaver. We also like to use the back of a cleaver to smash the garlic, and then that really that's very effective because cleavers are usually quite heavy. This one is quite heavy. This one's probably even more heavy. Growing up, my mum, she would always use a cleaver to smash garlic with, and then because it's not like dirty, like she would just like give it a bit of a wipe and then put it back in the cupboard, and then later on she would use the same cleaver to cut fruit with, and then I'll be eating the fruit and I'm like, why does it taste like garlic? So that's now I know why my fruit used to taste like garlic. Cleavers, very big item in our Vietnamese kitchen. Number 6 we have is this coffee dripper. Vietnamese people are very, very big on their coffee, and they would drink it throughout the whole day, not just like morning. And I find that they like their coffee quite sweet. It has a little lid, and it has a little like a plunger. Inside there's little holes. You would put ground up coffee, put the plunger on top of it, press it down, put boiling water on top, place it over this plate, which also has a mesh, place it up like that, put your lid on, and place on top of a glass or cup, and then the coffee will slowly drip into the cup, and then you could make your coffee. A lot of Vietnamese people like their coffee cold rather than hot, obviously because of the climate over there. You can mix it with condensed milk, have it with ice, otherwise you could just have it black and have it with ice. So this is the coffee dripper. Very traditional. My parents still use this to this day. They definitely prefer the coffee dripper over the instant coffee method. Item number 7 are bamboo or wood-based products in the house. This is like a hot placemat. So if you had pot that was hot and you wanted to place it on the counter instead of on the stove, you'll put this on the counter and then put your pot on top of this. So obviously this will protect the counter underneath. And this one is made out of like a bamboo. This is very, very typical of a Vietnamese household. My parents still use these kind of items at home. And obviously this is just a very small taste of an item made out of wood. In traditional Vietnamese household, they have furniture as well made out of wood and bamboo. And it's fantastic. It's very durable, very long lasting. You wouldn't think it, but it's actually really good quality. Item number 8, I don't personally have in my house, but it is like an ancestral shrine that most Vietnamese families have in their home. On this shrine, it's usually a table, usually the front of the house, and on this shrine are either gods that we worship and we believe in, or photos of our ancestors who have passed away. And then you would burn incense every day, or during a celebration you would burn incense to celebrate with your ancestors, and then you would offer them food as well. So you would put on this ancestral table, you would put things like drinks like alcohol, water, you would put sweets, you would put vegetarian dishes if they were vegetarian in their life. You would put savory dishes, you would put fruit. What you would also do, especially on celebrations like the anniversary of their passing or special occasions like Lunar New Year, we would burn certain items for them. For example, clothes, houses, cars, mobile phones, gold, money. It's just paper pictures of the item that we think that they would like in the afterlife. You would write their name and their date of birth on that, and then you would burn it. The belief is that it will be carried on to the afterlife and it will get to them. And in the afterlife, they would have a good life. They will live in a nice house, or they will have a mobile phone, or they will have a car, or they will be wealthy in their afterlife. I personally don't do it, and my parents not so much anymore, but I know something that a lot of Vietnamese people still do to this day. Item number 9 is this hat. I'm sure everyone has seen these. These are like conical hats. I wasn't able to find the plain one, but the plain one is definitely the more traditional one. And again, it's made out of bamboo or reeds. This one has some decorations on them. It's got painting on it. So this is usually worn like this, of course, and it helps protect people from the sun because Vietnamese people don't like to get dark skin. And of course, people who work in the field, like labor work, they would be wearing this also to protect their skin. So this, very traditional. Item number 10 is this traditional Vietnamese dress. It's called in Vietnamese áo dài. It's made in two pieces. The áo dài itself on top and then a pair of trousers. It's usually black, white, or something that complements the color of the flowers. This is a very traditional outfit, and a lot of pictures I'm sure you would see Vietnamese females this typical image. However, they usually have much longer hair. Obviously, I cannot show you that. So this is the traditional Vietnamese dress. Thank you for staying with me all the way to the end. As I promised, I'm going to show you the bonus 11th item that you'll always find in a traditional Vietnamese household. And it is fish sauce. We cannot live without fish sauce. We use it for so many different dishes, sauces, marinade. We use it to season our food. We use it to season our soups. We use it as a dipping sauce. We use it to add into other dipping sauces. We use it as a way to make our food more like savory and have that umami taste. This is the squid brand fish sauce. Very common. You'll find a lot of Vietnamese households have it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment down below. Bye everyone.